Dinner. I was gonna post me making this food, and I still will, but tomorrow. I'm editing it, so I'm gonna have some of it. I'm gonna have the chicken, eggplant, zucchinis, and I'm really hungry, so I'm actually gonna have double zucchini as well. So microwave for about 9 seconds, and then I will eat it with you all. I was hoping to get the video out today of me actually cooking the food. It just still editing and coming together, but I wanted to post something, and so I figured I was gonna cook with you all more anyway. Eat with you all more anyway. So this is just a first step in that process of doing that more often. We'll probably do at least twice a week meals together, and I may even go live for some meals too. I'm kind of working on thinking that through. If that's something you would like to see, let me know. If I'm still hungry after all this food, I have the cucumbers. Remember, I made the vinegar, or you don't know this yet. I made like a cucumber salad with white wine vinegar. It's 80 calories for the whole container, but it's literally basically a quart, and it's cucumbers, onions, and red peppers. So I have that as like a last resort option if I'm still hungry, but hopefully this should do the trick. I don't know about y'all, but I can't let it beep. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and hit that stop button. Warmed it up a little bit. Let's go to the table and eat. Oh, wow. Tasty. So, zucchini, eggplant, chicken breast, and then also a little bit of peach pepper and hot sauce. I try to tell y'all, this stuff is fire. Absolutely. Is that Aldi? I think it's there until October. If you're in Ohio, I bought all of them. So if you're in Ohio, you're SOL. But if you're not in Ohio, you may be able to find one or two still left. So I made some eggplant, just roasted it off in a saute pan with some onions. Phenomenal, right? Let me see what happened. I was at the International Grocery Store 6 weeks ago, and they had Chinese eggplant, Brazilian eggplant. Like, they had 9 different varieties of eggplant, and I was in shock. And so I've been curious about it ever since, right? And so I started watching videos on YouTube how to make it, because like eggplant was one of those vegetables where you always saw it and it looked kind of weird in the store because it's huge, but I never tried it. Also, this is a 15 calorie body armor drink. I don't know. It's frozen, so I also have some water too. But yeah, so yeah, eggplant has been, I'm enamored by it. So probably need more this fall. I think, from what I understand, that the big ones, like the American or International, the purple ones that we're used to, are better like if you roast them, or they're just a little harder, so they cook a little bit more. Whereas the other varieties are a little bit smaller, better for sauteing, what have you. They didn't have that. All they had was the American version, so I just bought it. Chicken breast, air fried chicken breast. No, I usually hate chicken breast, but somehow I didn't fuck it up. You know? It's not dry, which I normally always make it dry. Just because I'm so afraid of like obviously undercooking it. And I guess I could always meat temp it, but I get kind of lazy on that front. I prefer chicken thighs. They're a little bit fattier, a little bit more forgiving. But here we are. And then I had zucchini about 4 weeks ago. Oh, crap. At my friend's house. It's to die for. I had it roasted, or I had it sauteed in butter there, which made it a little bit better. Mine is lacking the butter, but still add some onions to it. So good. So tasty. How are you all doing? How was your day? Mine was good. I went for a walk this morning at 8 a.m., 7 a.m. I was up at 6 a.m., which, if you know me, you know I am not a morning person. Like, even in college, when we had to, I was a baseball manager, and in college, when we had 4 a.m. flights, I would just stay up all night long to make sure all the guys had all the stuff they needed before they left. Because I didn't trust myself enough to get up at 3 a.m. to get to the facility in time for them to, you know, all this stuff. So, getting up at 6 a.m. Is brutal. I've worked internationally too, so when I had international clients, especially in Australia and parts of China, I would, if I had 3 a.m. meetings, I would just stay up till 3 a.m. Right? I don't trust myself enough to get up at one time. So, 6 a.m., hard to stay up all night because then you were just kind of going through your day. So, I went to sleep. Woke up at 6. Got to the park, and my walking partner had a snafu in the schedule. Just missed it. So I'm sitting there by myself thinking I could go home and not walk today. And no one would be the wiser, right? I would just have my lift later, go about my day, whatever. But I thought to myself, like, I'm trying to get better at keeping promises to myself, right? And I told myself I was going to go for a walk today. And so we did it. It was hard. It was hard. It was not fun. It was cold. I could see my breath, but we survived. I survived. Wow. And then after the walk, I went to the gym early. And some of the guys went to the park, went to campus to throw the football run. And so I went over there. And it was 90 degrees on the turf, so really hot. I didn't catch the ball at all. I didn't do any of that stuff. Just kind of hung out. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have dinner, and then I'm actually going to go back to the gym and train probably around 8 o'clock. I typically train around 12 or 1, but today kind of just happened to. I went to the turf instead, played a little bit of football, or I watched the guys play football, and so I need to get my workout in still, so. That one's a little bit dry. Ooh. But. I have a little bit of hot sauce here to help it out. This week has been really good though. Like, I'm happy with the week so far. Diet-wise, I've been in tune, locked in. Workout-wise, it's been good so far as well, too. I'm looking forward to Sunday. The daily weigh-ins, though, a mental battle for sure. I'm going to keep doing them for September. I doubt they stay for October in the same capacity. They may happen behind closed doors. They may happen for the stories. But I doubt they become like this, dedicated posts every single day. Just because it's a lot to keep up with, do, and also just mentally wear and tear. But on the flip side of that, on the flip side of all this, right, is you can't beat the accountability. Like one mistake or one extra dessert here, or, maybe I have a little extra Ninja Creamy or a little extra yogurt, a little extra whatever. You see it almost kill the next day. Like, there's no hiding from your mistakes. And that's been the good part, right? That's been that level of accountability. While I don't love it, has been helpful and something that I probably could use more of, or could use more of going forward. So I probably will need to keep it in some capacity. How that looks, I'm not sure yet. Man, my last piece of eggplant. But we'll see. I'm gonna open up the zucchini. So I have 3 pieces of chicken left. And I want to knock out the zucchini as well too. For me, I like to double up on vegetables if I need to. You can't really, all those vegetables you just want to put in this container, sub 50 calories. So I can tell you I'm not gonna gain weight eating extra veggies. Now, extra chicken, extra Ninja Creamies, extra yogurt. Yeah, but veggies, pile 1. Again, these are cooked just in the pan, right? Non-stick pan. Some onion, salt, pepper. You just put them on low and slow for 40 minutes or so. Wow. What do you all have for dinner? What's your dinner for today? Do you all... So comment your dinner for today, and then also comment if you do the same dinner throughout the week or you change it up, right? For me, I like to kind of do both. I'll have the same dinner usually 3 or 4 days of the week, but then a couple of days I want to do something different. So on Friday, I'm having dinner with my friend's mom. I'm going to make chicken thighs, chickpea salad, and baby bok choy, right? So what's the idea here? I want to it's going to be sub 600 calories, and I think it could be really interesting dish to turn, I want to do chickpea salad which is like the kind of, in my head, the mainstay of this dish. It's all built around this one side item, if you will. The chicken's gonna be super simple, and then the bok choy will be just a garlic ginger baby bok choy. The chickpea salad is one I probably spent a week developing, and like on paper, trying to put it to around 330 calories, all these things, right? Someone asked me in the video yesterday, like, your interest in food, is that because of the addiction or because of you? I think it's kind of both. Like, I've been I grew up, my dad was a chef, so I always grew up around food. And I was always like, we used to watch Chopped a lot as kids. And so I've always been like interested in food and really the art of food, right? Like the creative nature behind it. Now I'm really curious about how to make things like super low calorie and so it tastes good. So, and then also know that like I get bored really easily. So if it tastes good and is unique, I won't get as bored easily. Or if I can at least let my creative outlet out so I'm not having the same thing every single day. Some days is cool. But, 7 days a week, no, not for me. I won't make it. Obviously though, if I'm struggling, I go back to the basics, right? Those always work. If I feel like I'm mentally okay and good and can be creative, that lets me just stay on track for a little bit longer. Not have those breakdowns. Or those mistakes, if you will. I'm almost finished. I hope you are too. But a few more bites here. And then our chicken. Well, that was dry. That one was hard to get down, I'm not gonna lie. Absolutely brutal. But I am full, so I'm gonna leave that cucumber salad in the fridge for a different day. This was tasty. I will put this away. Well, wash it out and then save it for next time. These last me maybe 3 uses, and not because they break down, but because it's just user error. If I have them at home, it can last a little bit longer, but I bring them to the gym and then I feed them at the gym for a couple of days, and next thing you know, it's no longer smelling the best, and I don't want to deal with that anymore, so I just get new ones. But this was tasty, very good. I appreciate y'all having dinner with me. Let me know if you want me to do this more often. I'm happy to hopefully do this once or twice a week. Maybe even go live with it in the future too. But in the meantime, appreciate being here. We'll talk soon. Cheers.